Hi, it's Ileana. So today we're going to look at the remote viewing of targets T384-IW96 and L962-S398 from August 6th and 7th, 2024 remote viewing sessions, both the paper sessions and the digital whiteboard sessions. And we're starting for paper sessions for remote viewing target T384-1W96. So the first things that were perceived in this remote viewing target were the idioms and impressions on August 6th, 2024. And it was mountains with cliff dwellings and the sun. Towering buildings with relics, very old, very ancient. This brilliant golden orange sun energy just appearing over the mountains and having structures, landscapes, locations. The perception was that it was on Earth. It was definitely on Earth, again with the tall mountains, tall structures, high elevation in certain areas and some lower elevation systems, cave living, dwelling, cave systems, and a lot of outdoor structures. So the dynamics here was a place existing between time and space, guarded lands shrouded in secrecy, and ancient space technologies being protected at all costs, physical man-made structures on land and in various elevations and altitudes, golden sun frequency, sun-worshipping relics and ruins, several countries interlinked by having relics and antiquities created by similar cultures of people and beings that lived on Earth but not being part of the historic records and discovered civilizations, walking the Earth and expanding soul consciousness as well as thought awareness and levels of physical reality, physical relic devices built by the cultures from the Golden Sun tribes of peoples. These devices, like the Golden Sun relic and glowing eye, help the soul spirits travel to other realms as people have physical out-of-body experiences induced on purpose to do soul journeys. This expands the connection between the body and soul, reaching evolving ascension levels, up-leveling human evolution in the past and in the present. Ancient secrets being revealed from the Golden Sun people and their antiquity devices. Thematic themes of sun and moon iconography carved into their relics to activate soul travel abilities beyond the normal physical body functions. People from the stars walking the earth as reborn evolving humans. Soul remembrance of past consciousness technology connected to universal knowledge of everything that is, ever was, or will be. Life expansion and knowledge of physical and soul creation, how this works to create sentient beings on living worlds. Star people walking the Palenque Earth bridges. They came both energetically and physically from among the stars and lived with us mortals on the ground. Someone is trying to exploit the golden relic technologies the sun people had left behind on Earth and other closer solar planets. Excavation and mining missions to find the relics and ruins where this technology exists. Need to know how it works and how it applies for generating resources of new energy systems. There are ring systems, platforms, arenas, viewing stations, and amphitheaters. So there's also amphitheaters. Block pyramids built in the deep forests, mountain zones, and vegetation where the sun always shines in illuminating the truth among the cosmos. Mayans, Mexico, AOL. And this is remote viewing Eye of the Beholder, continuing with target T384-IW96 August 6, 2024, seeing the golden sun with a glowing eye inside of it appearing over the mountains. Those were the images that were coming through the remote viewing. And a lot of different information about this in this image. So we're going to discuss the information that came in with the image. Golden sun symbol with a glowing eye inside it hovering amidst a mountain range. There is a large round object in a wide-angled space field inside something, and there are smaller orb-like objects as well in the area. Soul field collective or collectives here. Ancient sun ruins and relics are connected in a sacred geometry to solar celestial events that were celebrated in this location of time prosperity. Aztecs AOL, Anasazi AOL, Mayans AOL, Puebla, Mexico AOL, Pueblo people. The human eyes can see everything. And AOL is analytical overlay. It means that there's some kind of a pocket of information that needs to be looked at. So you write AOL because you can always come back to it and have another look around at the data. So that's what an AOL means. So a lot of the thematic structure that came up here was the human eyes can see everything. Ancient sun relics with elaborate symbols on them, looks like gold filigree. Perpetual place of the bright sun shining and the lands of lightness here. Bright orange and yellow colors here, so vibrant and vivid in energetic properties. It heals the soul field, energetic self in the physical body. There is a sense of awareness here and things being on a higher consciousness scale. Sun portals, outer earth, inner earth entrances. India Ashram AOL. Worlds merging together and moving away from separate diverging paths. Waves of bright light of knowing appearing in the eyes. Sun and moon symbols etched and carved on the relics in the ancient sites filled with ruins and ancient soul consciousness technologies of the cosmic star people that walked the earth. Where the sun's zenith faces brightly stand the mysteries of the relics of time that one must have the energetic eyes to see. So that could refer to psychic ability, that can refer to seeing energy, fields of vibration, different dimensions, realms, stuff like that. Seeing beyond the five senses and what is there in reality. That's kind of my take on that. Going beyond the earth realm, interdimensional and multidimensional travels happen there. Old languages, tales of ancient history hidden in time, South America AOL, Greek AOL, vastness of open spaces in various lands where miraculous things are meant to be found. There are vivid energies here and various multicolored brilliance of colors. Feelings of always being alive here. Large mountains, hills, trees, towering man-made structures carved into the mountain terraces, open sky, blue vivid colors, and sun rays peeking above the mountains. Sundial, time-space field vibrations are accessed here. So the sundial could be like teleportation devices, transportation, portal systems, stuff like that. Time seers, various points in time seen as the past, present, and the future to decide which elements of time remain the same and which will change depending on the timeline fields of switching realities. The star beings can see everything in existence and the universe. Ancient and old galactic souls, halls and chambers filled with libraries of vast knowledge histories about the cosmos, Earth, and universe creation, as well as how ascension happens. Sun deities, origin creation, AOL, ascension and soul expansion, hidden mysteries, Grand Canyon, AOL. Strong fire energy here. Time of soul searching and contemplation. Meditation expands the mind and opens psionic gifts. So what is meant by strong fire energy here is that the sun is brilliant. It's everywhere. It's expanding. And this opens up that time of soul searching and contemplation. Meditation expands the mind and opens psionic abilities. So that strong fire energy of the sun and that brilliant energy connects to that contemplation of the soul. Meditation expands, opening the mind, and activates gifts and abilities. I also got Nepal or Tibet AOL. Secrets of the high mountains are meant to reveal themselves in various parts of Earth. Cosmic protectors. Consciousness can reach beyond the bounds of time and space, as there are no limits here. Discover the past and you shall know the truth of the present. Energy is alive and intertwined here, going between two worlds. Portal clocks and frequencies, Latin, Arabic script etched or carved into these devices, AOL. Peace and balance comes from the earth. There is a sense of coolness here. Long-range knowing reveals secrets that have been hidden for far too much time on earth. Illuminate the truth. Egypt, ancient land of secrets being excavated and unearthed right now. Egypt holds the keys of opening up the esoteric mysteries, as well as galactic and earth history of where humanity comes from. This will be revealed. It cannot be suppressed or held back forever. AOL. People having the power of visiting other dimensions and realms with natural abilities. Now this one seemed very interesting to me. People having the power of visiting other dimensions and realms with natural abilities. Ancient wisdom and a timeless presence exists here. The sun shines brightly in a constant motion on this land of the sun, sands, and rocks. There is some space divergence happening here. Vortexes, portals, wormholes, AOL. Time holds still here like a snapshot taken of events from history and frozen in time to access and view. Yet time also flows, moves, and ebbs in this region, as this movement is different here than anywhere else on Earth. Time flows and ebbs and does not stand still, yet does stand still. So there's variances of energetic frequency happening here. People here have high soul vibrations and they have the supernatural abilities where they can move between the different points of time and space. Soul and body travel happens simultaneously. These people can view everything happening on Earth, other planets, and in the universes. And I got an image of sundial portal entrances in different languages. And this is carved in different structures on Earth in sacred geometry, pyramids, Egypt, Latin, Greek, India, Nepal, Tibet, and various places. And this is all interconnected because it was created by similar cultures or the same culture that traveled on Earth from other planets. And I got the sensation of the Golden Sun people coming from Mars, that they came from Mars and other places in our local solar systems. That was the impression I kept getting. Remote viewing target L962-S398, August 7th, 2024. Soldiers recruited to perform missions with cross-planetary expeditions to test transwarp technologies for plasmatic sphere crafts and to test out experimental teleportation devices, plasmatic interlocking mechanisms that keep two sphere crafts connected together like a magnetic towing system, yet different since this is done with plasmatic fields, and an interchange frequency on the locking mechanism to keep the two crafts together while they travel in normal space. While traveling in hyperspace, the two crafts unlock and travel separately. Need access to portal technology to switch out devices that no longer hold their energetic charging frequencies. Electrical fields failing, so new infusions of technology are needed from the relics to offset energy source losses and replace failing technology with new resources to use portal systems for off-world work to fully resume. Eyes in the sky watching where plasmatic event discharges are happening from orb and sphere crafts. When the Golden Domes program uses waveform frequency, which has ionic components, it can then destabilize the plasmatic craft components, causing energy overloads and spheres crash on planetary surfaces as a result of this. As well, atmospheric disturbances happen in planetary systems which are affected by the waveform frequency blasts. Golden Domes is supposed to be an eyes-only satellite monitoring of various space fleets and crafts, yet it has expanded to remote sensing using waveform frequency technology to target certain sphere and orb platforms, as the plasmatic crafts have practical applications for creating space jump craft technologies. And I assume stargates, portals, teleportation, wormhole bridge technologies, stuff like that. Soul consciousness can travel through orb and sphere plasmatic frequency field ratios, making this technology an advanced form of satellite converters for space monitoring of crafts and stationary orbital platforms. And this is the image I was getting of the experimental sphere crafts. This is like a magnetic towing system, AOL tractor beam interlocking mechanism, experimental crafts that do space jumping and hyperspace travel. And they have these locking mechanisms which are based on plasmatic interchange frequency between the two sphere ships. And these things can separate and come together through these mechanisms. The plasmatic technology travel together, separate again, travel separately depending where they are in space-time, in outer space. So that's what I was getting on this particular craft systems of these sphere and orb crafts. It's experimental technology being experimented with. It's being tracked. It's being tracked by the Golden Domes program here on Earth. That's the thing. And I was getting these different kind of elongated crafts and these orb sphere crafts, satellite systems, this experimental technology with plasmatic energy connected inside the crafts into these mini satellite systems, converter systems, experimental sphere crafts and teleport time bending and shifting physical matter, satellite spheres that can quickly disappear and appear in other locations, going transwarp between space nodes as they travel. So that is what these Golden Domes programs are tracking. And some of these are experimental Earth programs, like in Black Ops, and some of this is extraterrestrial technology that's being observed. So it could be Earth-based programs, off-world programs, or a combination of both, or extraterrestrial technology. And now we're going to the whiteboard digital remote viewing for target data for T384-IW96, August 6, 2024. Golden rays of the sun spreading over the mountains, vast landscapes, serene energy here. Colorful scenery with various trees and beautiful nature environments as far as the eye can see. The nature environments are pristine and have not been disturbed by development or human encroachment on these spiritual protected lands. And I kept seeing various mountains, the sun, these golden lands here on Earth, where I think this ancient golden sun technology is in relics and antiquities in these lands, isolated lands. So I kept seeing repeating themes of the golden sun, the energy, the connection to the mountains, the land, the environments, and a lot of living energy and frequency. There was a recurring theme showing the golden sun symbol with a glowing eye inside it. This is connected to the evolution of the human consciousness and has to do with the energetic upgrading of the sun and the moon elements happening on Earth. As well, the golden sun symbol with the eye inside it is connected to ancient relics and ruins, having to do with raising the soul vibration and consciousness fields of humans to adapt soul evolution beyond the normal 5 senses, so the soul can enter other realms of existence on an energetic scale as part of having out-of-body experiences, being outside the bodies, where the soul travels to visit other realms or dimensions, remembering what they see there. Where the ancient relics and ruins are, there is the constant shining of the golden sun, and there are gatherings of people here who come on a regular basis to meditate near the ruins. The golden sun and the glowing eye in it move with the zenith of the changing seasons on Earth, and these are the variations of the golden sun with the glowing eye inside of it. Energy moving, expansion of soul vibration, soul connection, soul growth, expansion, evolution, ascension processes happening on Earth with people, starting from ancient peoples, people coming from the stars, cosmic travelers coming to Earth, us being their descendants and connected to them through their energy, through this ancient golden sun technology and relics. It's vibrations, connection, it's energetic fields, it's all intertwined, interconnected. That's what I kept getting from the whiteboard sessions. And again, seeing the various thematics and dynamics of the golden sun energy, movement, frequency, plasma energy, golden energy of the sun being a frequency, beings being alive on the sun. The sun is alive itself. It's a living, breathing sentience, a life form of its own. Portals being in the sun, frequency of portals, activating portal technology with the sun energy. It's a free energy source of frequency to activate these thought consciousness devices and portal systems. That's what I was kept getting. Interesting themes of the sun. Eyes watching from the sun, eyes watching humans from the sun, living beings on the sun, warmth, healing, vibration, consciousness, living energy, living earth, living sun, beings meeting each other through thought consciousness and connection. The human experience is not limited to sentience on Earth. Humans with their consciousness travel outside the body and experience meeting different beings on different planets, on different solar systems, planetoids, the sun. Everything is living frequency. It's interconnected, and we are experiencing this phenomenal shift in human vibration and soul consciousness, evolution, ascension, expanding of the soul, energetically, physically, and just seeing the beings that we are energetically and what we're experiencing in expanded consciousness and thought form abilities to travel beyond the physicality, to travel with our consciousness to other realms, dimensions, worlds, densities, realities. This is all happening, expansion of the soul, This is the evolution of us as we are evolving, as the golden sun people came here before us, and this is like the continuation of this. I kept seeing worlds merging with a connection between ascension and consciousness on higher levels of soul understanding, becoming awake and going beyond the 5 senses to being gifted beings with advanced ability of foresight and cognition. There was also the Egyptian mysteries, which reveal the ancient relics of the Golden Sun people. The symbols and iconography on their relics hold the hidden codes and revelations of how energy-based technology works to upgrade soul evolution to reach the cosmos beyond the physical worlds. Golden Sun people who built pyramids and other spiritual structures had come as cosmic builders to Earth and soul energy architects, These qualities had been infused into their monuments and golden devices, which may look like relics in the modern world. So I kept seeing feline golden beings, statues, kept seeing the golden sun with a glowing eye inside of it, hovering above these feline statues, monuments, structures, just golden people with golden energy. And feline people with large ears, like golden energy, golden frequency, them being golden, and kind of this energetic stuff happening around Egypt and other places on Earth with sacred sites. That these sun people played a prominent role in the Egyptian cultures. And some of the monuments of these golden sun people depict feline people with this golden energy and vibration. That's what I was picking up from this stuff about the golden sun people and about Egypt and just these feline beings, feline humanoid energy. That's what I was feeling. And I guess some of these statues show these golden sun people what they sort of looked like, maybe. That's the perception I was getting, and the golden frequency always, and the pointed ears, and just these beautiful golden eyes that can see the soul and can see the universe, that can see creation through them as a vibrant frequency. And I was getting that the golden sun with a glowing eye inside of it refers to a temporal portal technology that can be activated in the sky above the golden pyramids on Mars. This creates a golden field plasmatic event that literally opens up the temporal portal through which various spacecrafts from Mars could travel with the sun people on the crafts going to Earth and also other habitable planets in the local solar systems of the Milky Way galaxy. That is how the sun people were able to build pyramids and other spiritual monuments resembling the Egyptian pyramids, since these structures had first originated from Mars, being built by humanoid civilizations that had used both Stargateway portals and temporal portal technology to come to Earth or other planets that were habitable in the past, building these types of Egyptian-looking structures on the surfaces of the planets. I was getting that there's gold refractive materials which were overlaid over the Martian pyramids in order to activate the temporal portals that have sphere, plasmatic forms, and energetic properties that allowed the sun people to physically travel through those portals with their spaceships going to the habitable planets close to Mars, which they went to Earth. The golden sun energy would also amplify the strength of the ground-based sun portals, allowing the energy from them to reach further out into the galactic frequency of the cosmic web nodes, to act as a portal slingshot to extend the dialing sequence of the ground Stargate portals on the surface, to have access both to the temporal plasmatic portals and the arc portals as two ways of portal travel for the sun people. So these are the images of the pyramids on Mars and Earth in this kind of like portal technology that I saw as the golden sun with the glowing eye inside of it. That's how I guess interpret it at first. And then I started to see that this is like symbolic, that this is actually portal tech, that there's more to that significance. So it was, and I kept seeing the sun in the pyramids, and I kept seeing these glowing portals above the pyramids. That's the like glowing plasmatic portals forming above the pyramids. Kept seeing that over and over as a repeating theme, and the sun giving energy to activate these portals on Mars and Earth, and kind of like this spherical portal opening up in front of the pyramids, and the pyramids have this glowing refractive technology on it that expand the portals so that you can dial in and travel to other places and other planets. That's what I kept getting. So I kind of kept drawing the sun, the pyramids, the portal tech, the spheres, and this refractive gold technology on the pyramids that helps to amplify and activate and open these spherical golden portals that the sun people could send their crafts and themselves through from Mars to travel to Earth. And you can see this kind of a spherical portal in the background activating with the golden refractory technology from the pyramid. And that's the pyramid activating with the gold technology, activating the golden sphere portal system in the background. And more of these portal systems opening up beside the pyramids for space travel and other going from point A to point B, from Mars to Earth and back, from Earth to Mars. So the Golden Sun people could travel from Mars to Earth and from Earth to Mars, because these portal systems, spherical portal systems, with that golden frequency could travel back and forth from the two closest planets. And in kind of like the pyramids, having that golden technology to amplify the portals and make them bigger. I also kept seeing these golden hieroglyphic symbols appearing in the air above pyramids and Stargate portal systems where the sun's energy is the strongest, both on Mars and on Earth locations, where there are sacred geometry sites with higher consciousness structural technologies, which had been built long ago by the Golden Sun people, who were cosmic travelers using pyramid codes and portal technology to activate soul growth and the ability to operate advanced energetic technologies. These technologies are connected to plasma frequencies along with the mind-to-energy communications embedded within these energetic devices that existed in physical realities of buildings where people could vibrate on a soul consciousness to these technologies through soul tapping, of going beyond the five senses to merge with other universal code signals that activated the Golden Sun people's technologies. This includes having out-of-body experiences in the pyramids. The soul travels the stars, and physical portal travel through the Golden Sun portals can happen. And I kept seeing these hieroglyphic golden symbols near the pyramids, and I kept seeing these feline-looking statues, and just this being built on Mars and Earth and the sun being bright. These images kept repeating themselves over and over again, and people going inside the pyramids and having soul consciousness out-of-body experiences. So this is energetic frequency technology. It just looks as physical pyramids, and it activates portals. That's the hidden technology that we find now in Egypt. It's the remnants of it. That was started, the building of that on Mars, through energy consciousness frequency, sacred symbols, golden symbols connected to physical technology, pyramid codes, pyramid connection, the sun amplifying, giving the free energy to amplify all of this technology and activating the portals and the plasmatic frequencies within these portals so you can space travel between different planets. And I just kept seeing many different structures, more flatter structures, rectangular ones being built by the pyramids. And that could have potentially been dwellings where people lived, or portal platforms to activate the plasmatic portals potentially. And just a lot of different pyramids, like the triangular pyramids with perfect sacred geometry in alignment with the sun to activate the sphere portals on Mars, and then this technology being repeated on Earth, with the Golden Sun people traveling to Earth, from Earth back to Mars, and from Mars to Earth in these sphere portal bridges, I guess, energetic plasmatic portal systems, both on the ground and above the pyramids, and these other monument structures. So this kept repeating itself thematically, with the sun activating all of this technology. And I also kept seeing physical ancient sites on Earth that were used for spiritual ceremonies and for raising consciousness consciousness awareness, having out-of-body experiences where the soul visits different realms and realities, exploring the various information it gathers from those places, then brings back the experiences. And there are gatherings of humans who are part of these ceremonies, spending time at the physical sites where the spiritual ceremonies took place. Now in modern times, these particular sites are ruins with relics there, like the golden sun symbol, with a glowing eye inside of it. That is a relic that can raise thought consciousness and psychic abilities. These are the ancient sun ruins and relics of the golden sun people. I kept seeing Mayan ruins, Aztec ruins. I kept seeing South American ruins, relics, antiquities, the golden sun relics. I kept seeing like Tibet, Nepal, India. I kept seeing Mexico as well, Aztec, Mayans, Anasazi. All these ancient civilizations were the golden sun people traveling on Earth and building these sacred sites, with the sun activating that portal technology even on Earth. And I kept seeing sand, I kept seeing golden frequency energy, the sun zenith. I kept seeing the Grand Canyon with these different dwellings carved into the mountain terraces. And I kept seeing these golden sun discs by the mountains and the sun activating the frequency of this technology with thought consciousness. And you can have outer body experiences when being near these golden sun monuments and relics. That kept appearing over and over again and again. Carved homes and mountain peaks and the golden sun shining on these homes, which I assume is the Mayan and the Anasazi buildings and structures in Mexico and other places, the Grand Canyon. And again, these golden sun discs, that could be connected to Peru as well, the golden sun disk, and Amaro Moro, because that golden sun technology exists there. And again, just these golden sun people with these cultures building these spiritual structures where you could literally go portal traveling through your thought consciousness, your mind and your soul travels. It's thought consciousness technology. And seeing these ancient ruins everywhere on Earth where this technology exists. It's sacred, it's protected, and yet people are trying to exploit that technology. I saw ancient sun worshipping sites which feel like a cross between Stonehenge, Tiwanaku, Pumapunku, and Gobekli Tepe, as well as Amaro Moro, places like Machu Picchu, where this energetic technology can activate soul travel beyond the stars with the consciousness. The conscious mind can travel beyond the stars, sort of like AOL astral travel, bilocating with your mind or your body, going somewhere else just by activating ability and energy frequency, that way connecting to the sun energy, being able to do that. I got those impressions as well. And then I had another whiteboard digital remote viewing of target data for L962-S398, August 7, 2024. I was seeing space soldiers and military types who are looking for golden sun teleportation portal technology on Earth and Mars. This portal gating technology has large sun carvings etched on it, as well as symbols to denote planetary system access points to porting to the different worlds. There is a loss of identity among a group of the space soldiers and military people, since several of the retrieval missions of this technology have often failed, and guarded sites for moving this technology were breached or sabotaged by rival forces or greedy companies. Loss of security and trust in these holding facilities, no longer being safe for human personnel or housing the portal tech in secret for study and extracting the energy renewal components to fix other portal devices. sense of espionage, betrayal, rivalry, and a lot of mistrust between private companies, space soldiers, and military personnel. There is reverse engineering of orb technology as well as the sphere technology and plugging it into thought consciousness replacement devices. This is top priority here. So basically reverse engineering the orb as well as the sphere technology and plugging it into thought consciousness replacement devices is top priority. So maybe studying all this technology and creating devices that humans can wear to expand their thought consciousness and activate psionic and psychic abilities. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Creating new sphere technologies like sphere satellites that can have faster monitoring systems and capabilities than normal satellites in space. The sphere satellites are able to teleport from various locations using plasmatic mini generator systems as the guiding propulsion systems, so land and water can be surveyed faster than with probes or current satellite technology. Building plasmatic sphere crafts and orbital station platforms in space, top priority. And I was seeing these space soldiers trying to remove these golden sun portal systems from various locations on Earth, and sometimes not working properly, or soldiers removing the technology and military personnel and transporting it to various sites that are like private corporations studying this tech and going through the portal systems and ending up somewhere where people shouldn't end up, and people being on guard, people carrying weapons, military soldiers present while transporting this portal tech, and golden orb spheres appearing near these golden portals with all of these hieroglyphic symbols on them, like with a golden plasmatic frequency. Soldiers going through and ending up on other planets in these experiments, and soldiers seeing the iconography of the golden sun on this portal technology in cavern systems as they're retrieving this technology. And this golden frequency coming out of the portals and sort of, I guess, shocking people with the energy, shocking the soldiers. So they ended up being blasted by this golden frequency technology and forgetting, their minds being mind wiped of who they are, losing their identity because of the golden frequency of the technology. If you don't quite understand what you're trying to transport, if you activate the technology, somehow it could blast you and make you forget who you are. So you lose your identity. You don't know who you are anymore. And soldiers being wary of this technology, yet being very curious about it and wanting to test it and go through it and end up on other planets and being like working out in space and fixing their own mini portal technologies to make them more stable by studying this tech and taking components from it. So that's what I was also getting. All the recovery missions of the Golden Sun portal technology. So what I was getting was all the recovery missions of the Golden Sun portal technology are recorded on transmission and communication devices as well as cameras that the space soldiers and military personnel wear, like a type of a mini body cam. The data telemetry is sent to the private corporations and recovery site facilities that take the tech apart to figure out how it works and to repurpose it for building new portal teleportation devices or smaller portal platforms utilizing the renewal energy sources removed from the larger sun portal arcs. Plasma fields and plasmatic frequency in some of the mini portal technologies activate the porting sequences on the physical portal rings to transport people and equipment to various points on a local planet, of work sites and off-world locations to satellite facilities doing space missions and planetary guarding. And I kept seeing these little mini portals that these private corporations had built and people going through them and ending up on different points of the Earth and even off-world locations on other planets that are in the habitable zones in our local solar systems. And this is what the mini portal plasma portal teleportation technology looks like. I was also getting that there was or is a Mars colony and a Stargate portal system that works on plasmatic energy and technology to portal both people, ships, and supplies on the surface of the planet and to other planets like Earth. The Sun people used to live on Mars. So the Sun people used to live on Mars and had built settlements there with towns and pyramids where there were spiritual priests and warriors. There had been portal keepers and guardians who had guarded the portal entrances in the Mars colony city. There were various operating consoles and platforms where the portal keepers would access the control systems to operate the portal gating coordinates and monitor the plasmatic energy and technology that powers these Stargate portal systems. And this is what these Stargate portals look like in the Mars colony cities in the town. And they built out bigger portal systems over time and bigger platforms and consoles to operate these portals based on plasmatic energy, frequency, and technology. So this is what these portal systems look like in these towns on Mars with this Mars colony before Mars was decimated and much of this technology had been lost for thousands of years. Now it's being studied again by the space soldiers. And they're trying to replicate this technology. So this is a town square on Mars with a Stargate portal in the middle, with portal control system platforms for dialing portal coordinates to travel to different planets or physical locations on Mars or to Earth. It's interchangeable, and it's based on the plasmatic technology and the frequency to activate the portals. So these are the sphere ships, the experimental sphere and orb ships, and various crafts. Its experimental transport plasmatic sphere craft and the orbital sphere station platforms, acting as monitoring facilities in outer space. The sphere crafts have smooth metallic surfaces with energetic shield force fields around the crafts. Some of them look blue, some of them look silver. They're dynamic and they can travel together or separate. Its experimental technology. That's in the second remote viewing that I was seeing. And here I have some notes about the Golden Sun people. So who are the Golden Sun people? The Golden Sun people is a term that typically refers to an ancient civilization associated with advanced knowledge, spirituality, or ancient technology. This concept is often linked with theories about lost civilizations such as Atlantis or ancient societies with exceptional wisdom or achievements. In some esoteric circles, the Golden Sun people are described as such. Ancient advanced civilization, a society that possessed extraordinary technology, knowledge, or spiritual insight, which was lost over time due to disasters or societal collapse. And now all of this is being found and unearthed again. And that's what we're seeing in this remote viewing. Symbolic representation. The Golden people are sometimes seen as symbolic of an ideal or enlightened state of human existence, representing the highest potential of human capability and wisdom, soul evolution. Mythological. In modern mythologies, they might be depicted as beings with golden attributes or divine characteristics. The Golden Sun people, often associated with advanced powers or mystical insights. The term Golden people is connected with Atlantis or Lemuria, where golden might metamorphically or metaphysically represent advanced knowledge or technology. So the Golden Sun people were advanced and spiritually enlightened beings from ancient times. These people had golden attributes in terms of their psionic abilities being activated, and divine qualities were with higher soul evolution. That is what the divine qualities were. In many cultures, the sun is a symbol of life, power, radiance, and divinity. So the golden sun people could represent a revered or enlightened group of living beings. Some spiritual beliefs might use the term to describe a group of people who are seen as enlightened or spiritually advanced, embodying qualities associated with the sun, such as warmth, light, and life-giving energy. So this is sort of how I see the golden sun people, to give, I guess, an explanation of what these peoples could have been like, some of their qualities and attributes, and who they were and what their capabilities were. And just this beautiful golden sun technology that was seen in this remote viewing. Thank you so much.